Hello, Aries. I hope you're doing well today. I'm going to have you take a deep breath with me. And in. And out. Thank you. All right. And today I'm using the, it's inspired off of, it's a traditional tarot, but it's inspired off of Adventure Time. I've been called to this deck for the past couple of reads. So we'll see what it has for you. And then also, I've suddenly felt a lot of dissatisfaction with how I'm positioned. So you may have similar feelings of dissatisfaction in your position. That's interesting. Right. The Three of Cups in the reverse. It could mean three is a party, like, you know, a relationship where you know that one person is like you may have a partner, but you know that they're seeing somebody else. Or it could be a situation where you are moving away from friendships, moving away from partying, moving away from just kind of like in a state of, or in the recent past, moving away from a lot of these energies of maybe old friends, old lovers, old habits that had to do with sharing the love. It could also just be the awareness of there being a third party in a relationship and something's got to give, you know? So in the present energy, you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. And overall, you have this Six of Coins in the reverse position for your general energy throughout. So there may be some sort of imbalanced give and take dynamic. Just that's kind of an underlying energy of somebody may be providing more, somebody may be taking more than their due. Something is imbalanced in general. But then we have this Nine of Cups in the present energy in the reverse. The Nine of Cups in the present energy could concentrate on a lot of emotional fulfillment within self, but also the feelings of dissatisfaction or selfishness. Almost being like stubborn. I just got like stubborn in your ways of being emotionally greedy. So somebody may be emotionally greedy, maybe you, maybe somebody around you, where they are desiring for an emotional fulfillment to occur within their life, but it's to an unhealthy extent, seemingly. It's to an extent where it's like, even if you have This want to be independent and emotionally stable and emotionally fulfilled in this independence. There is some sort of dissatisfaction within the air, and there's some sort of like, I just got, oh, how can I get more? There's something that I just recently, somebody told me, where a lot of the time, oh, what exactly was it? It was how much, how much, for a drug addict, how much is enough? How many drugs are enough? And the answer was more, meaning it's never enough. So it's almost this energy of being addicted to emotional fulfillment, or the seeking out of emotional fulfillment. How much is enough? More. That's the energy I'm getting from that. And so until it's like a mindset shift is allowed. No, I won't speak on more of that. In the near future, we have the Seven of Coins, representing sitting back and looking at something, being like, okay, I've invested a lot into this, a lot of time, energy, finances, a lot of just my material self has been invested into this. Do I want to invest more? Looking at the whole picture, do I want to continue to invest? And in this position, it does seem to be a positive. Like, usually with it being in the upright, it represents sitting back, looking at it, and then deciding, yeah, I think I do want to invest more. I think it is a good idea. I think it will continue to prosper if I invest more. And then that's followed up with the Nine of Swords, the High Priestess in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords. It is urging you on to connect more with your divine feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. And with this, it's urging you on to connect more with your divine feminine energy. Potentially meditate, potentially just connect into that energy where you can feel your intuition tell you the path, where you can feel the tugs of rights and wrongs, and what will lead you to something good versus what will, potentially bring some sort of negative consequence because your intuition told you that this was not the correct path. Everything has consequences. Lately, I've been liking to use the example of, you go to a coffee shop, you get an espresso, you love your espresso, you know it's a solid thing. Then the next day you go and you get a latte, and you're like, that was disgusting. I do not want that latte again. Why didn't I get the espresso? And then the day after that, you get a cappuccino, and you're like, I didn't know that I liked cappuccinos this much. Why didn't I get a cappuccino this whole time I was getting espressos? So it's still consequences. You're going to have a consequence to all your actions. Just sometimes the consequence might be having a latte that you really don't like, and the consequence also could be having a cappuccino that you really, really like. So it's still a consequence. It's just you are changing your actions, and your actions have consequences. So continuing on, following your intuition, because at this point it seems that there may be a blockage within following your intuition. This Nine of Swords represents like, it's air energy. Swords tend to be logic, tend to be a lot of words. In this specific one, it's like staying up late at night because the words are constantly just like going through your brain. They won't stop. Like, all the thoughts are just kind of tormenting you. I usually feel the energy, and I am right now as well, feeling just the energy of being tormented by this like stabbing pains of thoughts and of maybe just memories of things, from the past. And just, a lot of mental torment. And then in the near future, there's that 10 of Swords, which is, in my opinion, this feels like a healthy progression from this tormented energy to the last stab in the back, the final sword in the back, the pain. Which actually, looking at this card, he looks like he's relaxing. And so it kind of feels like, I like this actually. It's like, you know that this final sword has to happen. There's something about this, and you're grinning and bearing it kind of thing. Maybe you're not having a good time with it. Maybe it's not pleasant whatsoever because it doesn't feel pleasant, but it's almost like the knowledge of this final sword. It's like a, finally, it's almost done. And there's just something about this, like the pain is almost relieving. This is interesting. It's always darkest before the dawn. And I feel as though this is representing like the need for this final stab in order to actually move forward. It's like, without this specific grouping of lessons, things wouldn't be able to continue forward. But it does have a requirement of needing to tap into one's divine feminine energy in order to actually understand the lessons. Because without that, then there may just be a continued imbalance and a continued unequal give and take. Take what's yours and leave the rest behind. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.